Hey everybody, welcome to Oregon Expeditions. Today we're going to go over 7 of the best parks in Salem, Oregon. I based my judgment off of a few things. I based it off of the utility of the park, whether or not it has a lot of recreational activities, and just the natural beauty of the park. But before we get started, if you can smash that like and subscribe button, that would really help out people just like you who are maybe thinking about moving to the area and they want to find out the best places to eat, play, and live in Oregon. I am a mortgage loan officer, so if you're thinking about moving here, I would love to help you with that transaction. I have lived here my whole life and have plenty of knowledge to share with you. And with that, let's get started. So number 7 on the list is Wallace Marine Park in West Salem. I wasn't even going to include this one on the list because it does have some problems, but if you have kids that are in softball or baseball or soccer, chances are you're going to end up here, and it does have very nice facilities for those things. It has 4 baseball fields, and I believe it also has 4 soccer fields. It also has really nice trails. It has a bridge that goes from Wallace Marine Park to downtown, which is really nice. That got put in, I think, about 10 years ago. It used to be an old railroad track. The problem is it has kind of become a place for the unhoused. All the trails are kind of inaccessible because of that. So while it does have beautiful trails, you can't really go down them because they're being used. Also with that, there's a lot of graffiti and it's just kind of got trash everywhere, and it really needs to be cleaned up. So I think if it was brought back to its former glory, it would definitely be a really cool place to kind of hang out for the day and do some jogging or biking. Or it does have a playground for kids, but it's under construction, and once that's done, I'm sure it'll be nice too, but it really could use some cleaning up. Number 6 for me is Woodmanse Park in South Salem. The reason I love it is it has a disc golf course. It only has 9 holes, so it's about half the size of your standard course, but for me that's great. I don't usually have time to do all 18 holes anyways, and if you wanted to, you can just take a second run at it to get all your 18 holes in. And it's set in a very beautiful setting. It's very wooded, lots of cool trails to go down. It also does have basketball and tennis courts, so that's really nice to have there just in your local community. And it has a playground too for the kids. Besides that, it's pretty basic. I mean, they don't hold any crazy like events here or anything. It would be a nice place to maybe have a kid's birthday party and just hang out. I do believe there is a small soccer field too, and it has some standard bathrooms. They're not just porta potties. From the times I've been there, they've been pretty clean. So yeah, just an all-around fun, clean park with plenty of activities to do. Definitely check it out. Number 5 on the list is gonna be Orchard Heights Park back in West Salem. This park is the smallest park on the list, but it offers a lot. It has very nice tennis courts and basketball courts. Also, it has 2 baseball fields. It has a very nice, clean playground for the kids. It has a park for just small dogs, so if your dogs, they don't do so well with the bigger dogs, it has that a little secluded area for them. If you go across the bridge, it takes you to a set of trails that are pretty secluded, so you can get a nice little walk in. Nothing, extravagant, but it's, for a little day trip, you want to get some exercise in, you can definitely do that. And then back there also, they have a park for bigger dogs. I mean, I suppose you could bring your smaller dog there too if you so please. But yeah, just an all-around clean park that has kind of a little bit of everything. It's a great little community park. Okay, now we're kind of picking it up here with number 4. This is going to be Joryville Park in far South Salem. It's probably right on the city's edge there. And this park is, if this list were just based on like natural beauty, it would probably be maybe top 2. There's not much to do as far as recreation. Like there's no, baseball fields or tennis fields or anything like that. There is a little picnic area if you wanted to bring a little snack or something, but mostly this is just for hiking. And it's pretty much all on a hill, so you want to be, it's not for necessarily beginners, but you don't have to be super advanced to take this hike. Yeah, it's just very forested, a lot of wetland areas, a lot of cool little bridges. Once you get to the top of the hill, it's a wide open field or prairie. It has a really cool ring around the outside of the field, and I suppose you can go jogging there. I see people actually bring their horses up there sometimes and ride those up there, so it's huge. I'm not sure exactly how big it is, but you could definitely get a good workout if you wanted to hike or jog that. So yeah, this place is just absolutely stunning. It's one of my favorite places to take my dog for a walk because it's not quite as busy as some of the other parks you'll see on this list, but it offers just as much beauty and a lot of space. Number 3 is going to be the Riverfront Park in downtown Salem. It's not quite as naturally beautiful as some of the other parks, but this place is where they have all of the major kind of outdoor events in Salem. So if you want entertainment, they're going to have, movies in the park. They have the World Beats, they have Pride, they have a Christmas event, they have just all sorts of things throughout the year. So for entertainment, this is where you want to be. Other than that, they have a carousel, which is really cool. That's kind of unique. Playground for the kids, it's a really big one. They also have a little water playground too. They have a few gazebos for if you want to host any events there. It's not a huge park, but they do have nice paved trails where you can take your bikes or rollerblades or skateboard or whatever you want to do there. You'd probably have to go around it a few times to get a pretty good workout, but it's no problem. They have a huge amphitheater, and this is where they do all their live music and shows and for the festivities they have going on down there. And in the river, they have the Willamette Queen, which is a stern boat they take out every so often for little day cruises and brunches and dinners and things like that. They also have dragon boat racing in the water and just a few other events throughout the year. Being that it's in downtown, it's very convenient. So if you want to make a day trip to the park, it's there, and you can also have the convenience of just walking downtown to grab yourself a meal or shopping or whatever you want to do down there. Number 2 is Bush Park, which takes us to central Salem, which is great because it shouldn't be more than about a 10-minute drive from pretty much anywhere you live in Salem. This place is great. It's a very scenic and tranquil environment. It offers a lot of recreational amenities and historic buildings and just natural beauty. One of the most notable features here at Bush Park is the Bush House. It's a Victorian-era mansion that was built in 1878. Now it's being preserved as a museum, and it features historical furnishings, artworks, and artifacts, and they do have guided tours if you wanted to explore the interior of that. The park also offers various amenities. There's so many walking paths that you can just meander. It has very lush gardens, it has a greenhouse that's very well taken care of, and it also has rose gardens with a wide variety of rose species, making it a very popular place for gardeners or photographers. For recreational activities, Bush Parks has tennis courts that are very well maintained. It has an open field for if you wanted to kick a ball around for soccer, for frisbee. But I think one of the biggest draws is it has 3 playgrounds. So if you have kids, this is probably the park that you want to take them for a variety of things to do for them. I remember coming here all the time as a kid and teenager, and I still do, and I have a really good time. As a kid, I remember participating in the JC relays and cross country. They have a lot of running sporting events here. Also within Bush Park is the football field for Willamette University, and they also have the baseball field and their track field. Just their track, it's not a field. Track and field. Those aren't available to the public as far as I'm aware, but if you do have people that you know that are in sports, you probably will end up here watching them participate in those. They do have plenty of picnic tables and just wide open space. If you had a blanket, you can pull it up and have a picnic there. So it's just a great place to relax and explore and just appreciate the heritage. And coming in at number 1, if you are a local or you know the Salem area pretty well, you probably already know what this park is, but this is going to be Minto Park in South Salem. This is a huge park. It's over 1,200 acres, making it one of the largest urban parks in the whole United States. It just has so many trails, dirt trails and paved trails. So if you like to kind of meander off the beaten path there, or meander onto the beaten path, just like myself, I like a variety. I like to be on it, off it, wherever, in between it. It has it all. It has so many connected paths. It's over 30 miles, so you can really spend pretty much the whole day there if you wanted to. This is the only park on the list that I actually frequent once or twice every week because it just has so much to offer. Every time I go there, it feels like I'm discovering something new. It's situated right on the Willamette River. It has plenty of meadows and wetlands and forest and wildlife. There's actually many parts of the trails that have signs that say you can't go into this certain area because it's a protection area for wildlife. Even there'll be signs for cougars you want to watch out for. I've never actually seen one in person, but once or twice a year, there's always signs out there saying to keep an eye out for them. I have seen deer plenty of times. It seems a few times a year I run into a deer family there. If you're a bird watcher, this is definitely a place you want to go. It has plenty of waterfowl and oh, my allergies are terrible. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, by the way, if I seem hazy in this video, this is one thing about the Pacific Northwest that sucks in the springtime. If you have allergies, don't come here or stay indoors. Unlike me, you should learn from me and stay indoors. I've seen bald eagles here plenty of times, and also owls. There are plenty of picnic tables throughout all the trails. There is a covered area that you can have. There's also a barbecue pit there, so you can have a little barbecue. I think as long as nobody's there, you can use it. They do have a place where you can go and you can actually register, so you can have it for a event, birthday party or whatever. There's a huge dog park. So if you have dogs, this is definitely a good place to go. They also hold plenty of running events here. They started hosting Ironman here in Salem, so that goes through Minto as well. They have guided nature walks and they have educational classes out here. In the waterways, they have canoeing and kayaking. The only kind of downside to this park is it only has one playground for small children. So if you do have really small children, there might not be a lot for them to do here, but that's pretty much the only downside of this park. So if you're an outdoor enthusiast or a nature lover, this is definitely truly a gem. And it's just a huge, peaceful retreat amidst all of the city hustle and bustle. I hope you found that information useful. I should be covering a new city or a new neighborhood, new event in Oregon every week or so. But if there's anything you want me to cover, please let me know and I'd be happy to check into that for you. I am a mortgage loan officer, so if you do plan on relocating to Oregon, let me know and I'd be happy to help you with that transaction. Please like and subscribe for more content like this, and thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.